So today I wanted to share something a little bit personal to me, and it's taken me a while to make this video, to be fair, because I was thinking, shall I do it? Shall I not? But at the end of the day, this is my journey, this is my testimony, and I'm here to share it with you guys. So yeah, this is something very personal, very meaningful to me. I know so many of us girls out there are either considering it or thinking about it or have done it or are struggling with it. Either way, your journey is your journey. But I hope my story can offer a little bit of insight for you guys, and just to let you know that it's okay. And again, this is your journey, and let no one else walk it for you. And hopefully this can maybe inspire you too. So, if you guys know me way back, if you've been an OG follower, an OG subscriber, you will know that I used to say a lot in my Q&As or in my let's say my videos, that one day I want to wear the hijab. If it was something that I knew I was going to do, and as we all do, we all say, oh, I'm going to wear it when I'm married, or I'm going to wear it when I'm older, and stuff like that. And it's just if you really think about it, you just don't know. You just don't know, sort of thing. That's my vibe, sort of thing. And yeah, so obviously I used to always just say it out there in the universe, or manifest it, or whatever. I used to say it, yeah. Fast forward now, about 3 years ago, something very tragic happened, where, as you guys all know, my stepfather passed away in 2021. And honestly, that in itself really just hit me. It hit me. One, obviously because of death. Two, because it was someone so close to me. Three, because it happened very suddenly, even though something leading up to it could happen, but it just happened very suddenly without, and in general it was something that it really got to me. So in my head I'm thinking, wow, I've really lost this person and he's really not here, sort of vibe. So yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. Obviously, since when that happened, I naturally, when it comes to maybe going to the mosque, or when it's a funeral or something, you're gonna wear the hijab. But because this death was so close to me, I'm not gonna lie, it just hit me, gave me a wake-up call, and made me realize that life is so short and you never know tomorrow. So in my head, I just had to realize and think, right, you're a Muslimah, you pray 5 times a day, you fast during Ramadan, you fast voluntarily when you can, you give zakat, you give charity, you're trying to be the best Muslimah that you can possibly be, you go to a Jummah, you are technically doing all the things that you need to do except for this one thing. And in my head I was thinking, what is this? Why do I feel a little bit of a wedge? So basically, it's think of a door. Think of a door where you have just a little bit of a wedge open. It's not fully shut. So I have everything else in there in my room, but it's just fully not shut, and there's a little wedge. And that wedge was me wearing my hijab. And when I mean wearing the hijab, obviously it's the physical, what is on me right now, obviously. But at the same time, wearing the hijab and actually changing your ways in a way that, yes, it's going to shock people on the outside, and yes, it's going to be a big change for you on the outside, but also you need to work on your inner whilst this is happening. To be honest, it wasn't really an easy decision, because when I first proper wore it was obviously when my father passed away, my stepdad. And then I wore it throughout, and I was in Gambia at the time, and luckily Ramadan came along as well, so it made it even more easier for me. And just to let you know, disclaimer, during Ramadan I always wear a hijab regardless. So when it's Ramadan, it's hijab, covering your hair, etc. And that's what I implemented maybe a couple years before that. before this tragic event happened. So yeah, so Ramadan has helped me even further to wear it. And then obviously as well, I could say I came back to England and I was wearing it again, but then it was a bit difficult because I was wearing my turbans but also wearing the hijab as well, so I was mixing between the two, which I still do, by the way, and I'll tell you why further. But yeah, but then also I started to say maybe this was too drastic. There were like so many thoughts running through my head, how people saw me, how it will change, and how things will happen. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of things came to me, and I was thinking, wow, like what is going on? So obviously my time being at England, coming back now after what has happened, the funeral, etc., I still was fine in it, but I still had thoughts in my head. So I remember going back to Gambia, I think that end of that year, going into 2022, and I was like, sorry if you can hear drilling, there's people as well in this place. And I was like, no. I was like, I bought a wig with me in case on my holiday, in case I wore the wig. And then so on my holiday, I bought scarves with me, but also I bought a wig with me just in case I wanted to wear it and just in case I wanted to wear my hijab, to like sort of thing. So I remember doing that, and I remember doing exactly that. I wore my like turban sometimes, but then most of the time then I'd wear my wig, and I think I had a ponytail at the time. No, I won't put images, but yeah, maybe actually I might put images, but either way, I wasn't really into the hijab like that. So I was just like, okay. And then when I came back from my holiday, so fast forward now 2022, so every time I go on holiday to Gambia, it'd be like December to January sort of thing. So December 2021 to January 2022. Coming back now, I was still wearing that one wig, for example, but in the back of my head I knew that I was like, this ain't me, this physically ain't me, because I practiced wearing the hijab when that happened, and then obviously brought it back to me in England, and then now I'm just like, what pushed me was a deep connection that I have with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I always remember that Allah is the only one that can judge me. Allah is the only one that is here for me in that sense, and I'm only going to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I started to build that connection with my faith and started to think, nah, this ain't right. I remember just feeling like really low, really depressed, really, yeah, just in a bad space. So then what I did was, again, Ramadan came along, and this time I said, it's now or never, Amy. Like, you're gonna wear this hijab, it's now or never. And that's exactly what I did till this day. So Ramadan 2022, I obviously prayed on it, kept praying on it, kept embodying what I wanted to be, basically. And it happened. Obviously physically it happened on the outside, but spiritually I wanted to feel the fact that I can wear this hijab sort of thing. And it was such a shock to everyone, including my family, including my mum, yes, my own mother, including my friends. And I remember when I wore it beforehand, before I actually wore it properly, a lot of people used to tell me, oh, do you wear the hijab now? Do you cover your hair now? Because I used to go, like, let's say concerts, cover my hair, go to holiday, cover my hair and stuff like that. And then I never wanted to answer people directly because I never wanted to confirm it. But then, and I never wanted to just outly say, yeah, like, I'm starting to wear the hijab. Like, I just wanted to get into it in my own sort of time. I remember, so obviously Ramadan 2022 helped me solidify and wear that hijab. And why I say I still wear turbans is because I'm not perfect. I'm still learning. I'm still doing what I need to do. It's been about maybe a year, a solid year since I've worn the hijab, a solid year. But I would say I started wearing it about 2.5 years now. So I could say that. But yeah, it's been a solid 1.5 years, but I've been wearing it for 2.5 years. So yeah, and I can't even really put a date to it. Like, a lot of people have them anniversary dates, like this is when I started wearing the hijab. But for me, I just remember Ramadan, my father's death, and everything just all including in one, or all combining in one. As I said, I'm not perfect, and for me, wearing the turban as well makes me feel like I can change my style a little bit. And as obviously years go on, I want to be able to just feel comfortable and just wear my hijab throughout. And I'll still wear turbans when I feel like it, sort of thing. But as long as I know what I'm doing and I know that my heart is pure and I know that I'm close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the way that I'm supposed to be close to Him as a Muslimah, then I'm good. So I'm not listening to anyone and I'll do what I need to do, sort of thing. But obviously, still being a practicing Muslim, or still trying to change my ways and better myself every single day. So what does the hijab mean to me? Now, the hijab to me is not just only a piece of cloth. It obviously symbolizes my identity with the relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that I'm able to wear this and I feel comfortable and I'm happy. It reminds me every day to be grounded, humble, be a better Muslimah, and continue to just work on my spirituality every single day. I feel so secure with this. I don't think you guys understand. And the girlies that wear hijab know, like, I feel so secure. I feel good every time I wear it. I feel happy. And yeah, I just feel like another world. Like, I feel empowered, really empowered. And it sounds so mad, but I feel so empowered. And it doesn't even need to sound mad, but I just stay true to myself regardless of what the world thinks. And obviously at the time, as I said, it was so difficult for people to like maybe take it in and think, rah, like Cocoaimssk or Amy, like it was just a bit, oh, but at the same time, it's me and this is my life and my journey. No one forced me, no one told me to do it, no one influenced me in any way, shape or form, except for obviously what has happened and what I saw. And thankfully, I do shout out to my friend Suma as well. She wore it maybe a year before me as well. And I remember her that exact time before she started wearing it, she called me asking me, I want to make this decision, I want to do it, etc. And I think she's also got a hijab story too, so go check her out on her channel. But thankfully I had that. But then also just seeing other Muslims on social media as well just also made it a little bit easier for me as well, which was amazing. So I'm grateful that I've had people already doing it before me, and also I'm grateful that Allah obviously put me in a situation which was at the time so tragic, so at the time so hurtful, so like feeling like your world's gone and stuff like that, and just feeling so crushed, to really taking it on and like it's basically flipping the coin from a bad situation to a totally completely good situation. And who knows, if that didn't happen, for example, I would have never worn this hijab. So for example, and I remember the life I was living vividly before the death of my father, because in Gambia obviously it's about enjoyment, you're going on holidays, etc. Like I was in the clubs, I was just doing the most, I was just legit just doing the most. And not to say that I still don't like not do the most, I'm obviously much better in a way and obviously more tamed, and I still obviously enjoy myself, but at the same time I know when and what to do and how to do it and where to go, and where like you just don't do things willy-nilly now, sort of thing. So yeah, so that's why I wanted to wear the hijab. And realistically, it's your personal choice. Don't let anyone change you. Don't let anyone tell you this. Don't let anyone make you feel worthless. So my tips to the girlies that I'm going to give you: take it slow by making small changes on whatever you feel comfortable with. Number 2, don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to anyone, because that person is not you and you are not that person. So at the end of the day, you're taking that journey and it's between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Embrace your own, embrace yours. Number 3, surround yourself with support. As I said, I've had people that supported me, or girls that I've seen on social media, etc. But in general, close people that can support you as well is important. Whether it's your family, your friends, having people that encourage you to do that important decision is so key. Number 4, remember why you're doing it. Remember your why. I've been saying this, and I say this now to my Soul Society girls. Check it out, Cocoaimssk. It's a club in Cocoaimssk. Make sure your reason for wearing it is personal and it comes within, and it's for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And number 5, this one is so important, but pray for guidance, pray for courage to wear this, pray for the strength. Ask Allah to guide your heart, ihdina sirat al-mustaqim, to guide us into that straight path, and trust He'll help you through the process, because He will. Even though wearing it's all fun and great and you wear it, but you still need that guidance, you still need that strength. Even till this day that I'm wearing it with full confidence, but I still need that guidance and strength. So if you're trying to take on that journey, do that exact thing. So to conclude, I'm so grateful for where I am today. And again, I'm still learning, I'm still changing, I'm still being a better person, a better Muslimah that I can be. And if you're on this journey that I am on right now, like, or you're wearing it, thank God may Allah bless you and guide you and protect you with it as well. And same for me too. But if you're considering it as well, may Allah guide you and protect you as well, and guide you into that straight path and make you feel comfortable in wearing it, and you just know, remembering your why. Do it when you feel, there's no rush, just do it when you feel ready, when you feel okay. And as I said, when it's your time, and it will feel right for you. But take those 5 tips that I did say and take it on board. And even, for example, if you was wearing it way before I was and needed to hear something like this, then I hope it helped. And yeah, this is my testimony of me wearing my hijab. Again, if you have any more questions, if you would like me to go in a little bit more detail, I kind of did summarize it for you, or just for you guys to ask me some questions, please do follow me on Instagram at Cocoaimssk. On Snapchat, you can add me at Cocoaimssk and ask me some more questions. Also, if you have any other questions or any comments about hijab, or if you are going for the same thing, if you're struggling, comment down below, let me know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Stay cute, my lovely. Bye.